Good morning, everybody. It's Sarah. How is everyone? Happy Saturday. I'm coming to you today to talk a little bit about fear. It's a huge topic, and it is so common in the entrepreneurial world. And I think the best way, really, to get over fear, to understand fear, to work through fear, is to really get a grip on actually what is going on for you. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah Asquith-Vallance. I'm a business coach and a neuroscientist, and I help lots of entrepreneurs to understand what is going on in the brain and what holds them back, the emotions, the mindset, the thought patterns, and get all of those kind of changed in order to skyrocket their success. As an entrepreneur, and I've been working for myself as well for the best part of 20 years, I have found that yes, strategies are great and strategies are fantastic in all aspects of business, but it only takes about 15% really, and the other 85% is what goes on between your two ears. So if you don't have that kind of mindset, that understanding of the brain, it's a real downside. So my job is to help entrepreneurs understand what goes on between their two ears and how they can be phenomenally successful. So today we are talking about fear. Now, let's really dive into the actual neuroscience of fear. Yes, when we feel fear, we physically feel fear in our bodies. So our heart rate increases, our blood pressure increases, our pupils dilate. Your brain is really going like on overdrive, and that is because there's lots of chemicals flowing around there, because everything gets triggered in an area called the amygdala. Now, once the amygdala kind of gets triggered, this is when it starts this chemical process, and this is where the feelings in your body. There's also other areas called the hippocampus and the pre-frontal cortex. So those three get together, have a party, and that is when you start to feel the actual physical feelings of fear. So I want you to understand that yes, it is physiological, and everybody pretty much goes through the same physical feelings. But for entrepreneurs, it can be super hard, because it's not just something that we have to kind of face. It's something that we have to face and deal with in order to be successful, in order to make money. If we are having to maybe stand on stage in front of a few thousand people, or if you're going into a really big meeting with some big high stakes customers or clients, that fear can hit you. And if you don't understand what's actually going on in your body, it can be really quite scary. But anyway, we know it's physical. We know what's going on in here. There's a whole party going on there to really make you physically feel that fear. So I want to say really that there are so many opportunities around us as entrepreneurs. And in neuro-entrepreneurship, the one thing that I look into is to say to the clients, where are the opportunities? What is going on? Are you taking them? Now, opportunities often arise in times of uncertainty, exactly what we're going through now. They may come and it looks negative. It might be that you don't see the opportunity because you don't believe it's for you. You might think that the opportunity that has arisen, is for somebody else, or I haven't got enough experience, or I can't do this. And the other thing is fear. It's fear that holds us back. It's fear that stops us as entrepreneurs taking those massive steps and saying yes to those opportunities when they actually arise. So most of the time, opportunities are going to be right under your nose. But most of the time, entrepreneurs say no. And I want to invite you today to, when you next time see an opportunity, even if you feel fearful, really look into it, because there's a possibility that by saying yes could take you strides forward. So the one main thing that people stop them when they do actually acknowledge there's an opportunity is the fear. And it's just the fear preventing them from saying yes. Now, it could be fear of success, it could be fear of failure, it could be fear of what people think about you. It could be imposter syndrome, where you think, oh my goodness, I just don't think I'm good enough for this. Who am I to think that this is for me? There's fear of getting visible. There's fear of, maybe even public speaking. There's fear of just stepping into who you truly are. There's so many different fears for entrepreneurs. And yeah, it's just like, can you handle the success? That's another big fear for entrepreneurs. So I want to let you know that actually fears aren't real, okay? A fear is a response to something. So your brain has seen something, heard something, experienced something, excuse me, and has kind of gone into overdrive. So it's not, fears aren't real, although they can feel very real. And as we've said, we do get very strong physical feelings, which is why we put the brakes on, which is why we say no, because our body and our brain is a 2 million old, processing unit, and it's there not to help us succeed. It's not there to help us, for the happiness. Basically, our brain is there to keep us feeling safe. And when we feel fear, we don't feel safe. So when we feel fear and we don't feel safe, that is when we say no to the opportunities. So there's a great saying, and you probably know this: fear, F-E-A-R. It's false evidence appearing real. Okay, it's this false information that we are telling our brains, or our brains are telling us, and that the situation is real. Okay, it's not real at all. So it's basically, fear is often a projection of the future, and it's something that we are projecting that obviously actually hasn't happened. Now, if you lovely people understand anything about quantum physics, quantum mechanics, you will know that the only time present is now, is the actual present. There is no past, there is no future, but we are using our brains as our amazing entrepreneurs, because we do have phenomenal brains as entrepreneurs, but we're using that projection to the future, when I need to remind you today that the future doesn't exist, okay? It's just how it is in this moment. Yes, thank you everybody. I'm getting some hearts. It's great. I'm so pleased that you're actually listening in and kind of, it's resonating, because so it's, everything is in the moment. It's the fear that you're considering is the future. It's, what if I can't do this? What if this happens? This is all where the fear is coming from. So my short message really today is to just remember that fear is a false evidence appearing real. We are projecting information to the future, which does not therefore exist at the moment. We need to live in the present. We need to look for our opportunities, and when they do arise, to stop yourself saying no, because of the fear factor. Okay, and this is something else that I will go into on another video today, but I just want to do a really quick one for Saturday morning, and I just want to really leave it with you to say, there's times when we can't get rid of the fear. There's times as entrepreneurs where we just have to do it anyway, but the more you do it, the more you're training your brain to actually understand that yes, there is a fearful situation, but it is in the future, and just to feel it and do it anyway. So on that note, I want to wish you all a very, very happy Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are in our Facebook group, these all get uploaded to there. I would love you to join me. It's www.facebook.com/groups/the heart and soul of business. I always do a free Tuesday training, which is a longer training for entrepreneurs, and it's often either with neuroentrepreneurship, or it's to do with strategy, mindset, all those kind of aspects. So if you haven't found the group, please come and join us. And on that note, I wish you a very, very happy Saturday. Have a super weekend, everybody. Take care. Until next time. Bye for now.